Hi everyone, welcome to Unit 6, Lesson 3, Origins and Beliefs of Hinduism. Here are the standards and objectives which you can pause to read. What are the roots of Hinduism? During the Vedic age, which we learned about in Lesson 2, scholars of Brahmanism practiced rituals and sacrifices to their gods. They memorized the Vedas, or sacred texts. Brahmanism was an early version of Hinduism. How did classical Hinduism develop? Around the year 500 BCE, some thinkers moved from ritual to philosophy. They asked questions about the nature of life. For example, why are we born and how should we live? To find answers, thinkers and teachers known as gurus left their homes to think. Their ideas survived in writings known as the Upanishads. The Upanishads made connections between heavenly forces and people's lives. Alongside the Vedas, the Upanishads became Hindus' holy scriptures. The oldest Upanishads date to around 800 or 700 BCE. Indian thinkers continued to produce them for several hundred years. This poem is epic. What's the longest book you've ever read? How long did it take you to read? The Mahabharata is a Hindu poem. It has 100,000 stanzas of 2 lines, or 200,000 lines. That makes it 7 times as long as Homer's books, the Iliad and the Odyssey. The Mahabharata contains an estimated 1.8 million words. Like Homer's epics, it tells of war. 2 families fight for control of a kingdom. The story contains moral instructions and explores the obligations of family and duty. It also explains the history of Hindu gods. The Bhagavad Gita is the most widely known part of the epic. Many believe it is the most important text for Hindus. It explores the soul, God, and yoga, or different ways to live a good life. What are Hindus' beliefs about God? Hinduism is like a great river. Over thousands of years, many beliefs and traditions have flowed into it. As a result, Hindus may have different practices, but they share certain basic beliefs. Upanishads contain 2 beliefs that lie to the heart of Hinduism. The first is that there is one supreme cosmic consciousness, a spiritual force, or God known as Brahman. The Upanishads teach that all of the gods that Indians worship are forms of Brahman. Brahman, they say, is the source of all things. The second core Hindu belief is that every person is born with a soul, which is also a form of Brahman. According to the Upanishads, this soul of mine within the heart is smaller than a grain of rice. This soul of mine within the heart is greater than the earth, greater than the sky. This soul of mine within the heart, this is Brahman. What do Hindus believe about life? Hinduism teaches that when people die, most will undergo reincarnation, which are the rebirths of a soul into a new body. The law of karma determines how a person is reborn. Karma is the effect of a person's actions in this life and previous lives. Hindus believe that people have 4 goals in life. The first is doing what is right, which is called dharma. The second is striving for well-being. The third is pleasure or happiness. And the fourth is liberation from reincarnation, which is called moksha. Let's look at the spread of Hinduism over time. This map shows 3 time periods: by the year 500 BCE, by the year 1 CE, and by the year 1100 CE. And then you can also see on the map national borders for today. So if we look at the darkest orange color, that was where Hinduism was originally. And as we go out to the lighter orange and the yellow colors, that's where it spread to. What is the impact of Hinduism? More than 1 billion people live in India today. About 80% of them follow Hinduism. The rest follow other religions. Hindus also live and worship in many places outside of India. The spread of Hinduism has had a lasting impact on India and on the world. Several things helped the growth of Hinduism in India. One was Hinduism's flexibility. Because Hinduism views all gods as formed as a single supreme god, it can accept the worship of new gods. People did not have to give up their old religion when they became Hindus. Instead, Hinduism adopted their traditions and gods or viewed their gods as forms of existing Hindu gods. Hinduism also did not require regular attendance at religious services. Instead, Hindus could pray or make offerings to the gods at a local temple during special celebrations or whenever it was convenient. They could also pray or make offerings at shrines in their homes. A shrine is a place of worship that is often dedicated to a sacred object or being. So, no matter where Indians went, they could easily practice their religion.